5 of the best perfumes that you can own this fall and winter. Of course, with the fall and winter being in full bloom, if you will, we are in the autumn at the moment. The weather is going to start to get a lot cooler. It's going to get colder out there. The wind is going to get crisper and chillier. And we're looking for fragrances that kind of match that vibe. We're looking for fragrances that are a bit on the heavier side of things. I don't know what your personal preference is, if you like the smokes and the resins, the balsams, the spices, the woods. But you know, there's a lot of fragrance DNAs that kind of match that vibe. And I'm really excited to talk to you about these 5 incredible fall and winter fragrances. The longevity on all of them is phenomenal. They're all on the darker side of things. They can all withstand those harsh temperatures of the cold. Anyway, before I dive into the list, I do want to mention that if you're a fan of perfume-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me, and it greatly assists in this channel's discovery so that these videos get pushed out to more people, and it enables me to do what I love to do, which is talk about perfumes and make recommendations for all of the incredible people watching my videos. Thank you so much. I love you. So let's go ahead and start things off with the perfume in the number 5 spot. And the really cool thing about all of these fragrances is that there's so much newness here. We're talking about perfumes that just came out or they're about to come out. And you know, a lot of these I've tried for months and months and months, and now I finally got my hands on them. And so I'm quite eager to talk about them with everybody watching this video and my videos in general. The first one is by 2, and it's called Unwe. This is such an amazing apricot jam fragrance with this buttery accord in here. Look, the one thing I love about 2 is that all of their fragrances smell so incredibly unique, so original, 100% different from everything else on the market. Whether we're talking about Guilty Crush, which is a champagne accord and an iris accord or a lipstick accord, or we have Keep Glazed, which is, you know, strawberry leaf and rhubarb, or we have L'Explicite, which is this banana bread type of a perfume, or any of these. They're all incredible. And Unwe is this beautiful apricot jam and butter type of a fragrance. So it is butyric, but not in like a butter popcorn type of a way. We do have fragrances like that, like What About Pop? But this is such a beautiful, kind of fruity, creamy, silky gourmand, unlike any gourmand you've ever tried. Unwe by 2 is such an amazing fragrance. Now, of course, we have caramel, and I think sandalwood. There's a hint of vanilla. There's cashmere or cashmere wood in this fragrance as well. And this is a 12+ hour longevity composition. I cannot speak highly enough about this fragrance, and I really, really love this one. This is Mercurial Cashmere by Electimus London. Now, of course, I've had my bottle for many, many, many years, and I love this fragrance. It is so silky smooth. It is so rich. It is so delightful. The caramel, the vanilla that is in here, this is phenomenal. Again, it has gourmand tendencies without being a full-blown gourmand. Of course, when you're expecting a gourmand perfume, you want it to be on the sweet/saccharine side of things. This has the caramel and the vanilla, but there's so much else happening in here. The sandalwood and the cashmere wood, and it just has a very silky, smooth, slightly sweet yet woodsy presence altogether. It's a beautiful fragrance. Now, speaking of gourmand, one of the most powerful notes/ingredients to be found in a gourmand fragrance is that of vanilla. Vanilla is such a beautiful ingredient. Sometimes it can be very sweet and sugary. Sometimes it could be very silky, smooth, and creamy. Other times it could be so rich, it comes across smelling boozy. That is what's happening in this fragrance. One of the best vanilla fragrances on the market. This is Novae Vanilla by Atelier d'Azur. And what a beautiful presentation here with the gold flakes inside the bottle. Obviously, I own so many from this brand. I've been discovering this brand for many, many years now, with one of my first favorites being Rose Umayyad. Here we have, look at the color of the liquid in the bottle. This is such a dark, boozy, rich vanilla fragrance. I know people are going to fall in love with this when they're finally able to try it. It is such a special composition, and hats off to the brand for producing something so exquisite, so rich, so charismatic. In the number 2 spot, Tales of Amber by Goldfield and Banks. Goldfield and Banks is one of those brands that historically creates very fresh, almost citrus-driven compositions. They're a brand that is based out of Australia. And of course, Bohemian Lime has this finger lime ingredient in it. I really love that fragrance, very classy with a green undertone. We have Pacific Rock Flower, which has these very diaphanous floral tendencies. Pacific Rock Moss, which is also very citrus driven. And then of course, I had the brand behind me here at the moment, but I had to relocate because I needed space, and I'm always freshening the lot, as it were. But if you're looking for a very rich, dense, powerful, strong, resinous, balsamic amber fragrance, Tales of Amber is the way to go. Let's take a moment to talk about the fragrance that is in the number 1 spot. With this particular fragrance, I have fallen in love with it. It is vanilla, it's cocoa, it's a little floral, it's blackcurrant. It is so rich. There's a hint of cardamom in the opening as well. So it's this beautiful, slightly spicy, slightly floral, sweet fragrance with vanilla in the heart, with hints of cocoa intermingling into the mix. It is such a beautifully done composition, and having tried it now for a few months, because I had the sneak sniff, as it were, a few months ago before the fragrance was even launched. And then of course, 3 weeks ago, I took a trip to Cannes and I popped into a niche boutique, tried it again. And then a few weeks ago, I ended up acquiring my bottle, and I just fell in love with this fragrance. And I'm telling you right now, I don't think it's available worldwide yet, but when it comes out, believe you me, this is going to become one of the biggest next niche hypes. People are going to fall in love with this fragrance, and I want you to try it for yourself. Don't let what I say dictate how you're going to feel about this fragrance. Take my recommendations with a pinch of salt, or a grain of salt, as it were. I need you to go out there, try it for yourself, see if you can secure a sample. This way, you can try it on your own skin, see how it works with your skin chemistry. But I'm telling you, this brand has been releasing hit after hit after hit. And their most recent one prior to this one, and I see it over here above my right shoulder, is Empatia. Empatia is amazing. Gris Charnel Extrait is amazing. Vanille Leather is amazing. Bouquet d'Hongrie, Celle d'Argent, Citrus Riviera, Velvet Tonka. This brand has so many. Pas ce soir, the extrait version. BDK Parfum is incredible. And we are talking about none other than Venice Caviar. This stuff is amazing. The blackcurrant, the cocoa, it is so rich. It's a little spicy. It is such a unique take on the note of vanilla. I love, love, love this stuff. What a beautiful fragrance. If you haven't tried Venice Caviar by BDK Parfum, that needs to be on your to sniff list, like immediately. 5 amazing fall and winter perfumes. I cannot recommend all of these highly enough. Everything from Tales of Amber to Mercurial Cashmere, Novaya Vanilla, Unwe, and then finally we have Venice Caviar. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching this video. I really hope you took something of value from today's episode. And of course, if you did, please do consider supporting the channel by clicking subscribe, hitting the bell, and giving this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. And of course, if I do find any retailers that I would recommend for where to purchase and or sample these fragrances, I'm gonna drop them down below. Not affiliate links, not commission links. I'm making $0, but I just want to make it easy for you to locate / source these fragrances if indeed you are interested in trying any of them. Thanks again for watching. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode.